Peter Barker starting well, and it's very similar in James Willstrop's match against Mohamed El Shabagi yesterday, where Mohamed El Shabagi started brilliantly, really took the game to Willstrop in the first, and yet Willstrop sort of slowly went about his business.
Well, look at that for a shot.
3-love.
Well, that's slightly fortunate there. Willstrop always looking to try and turn the ball, if possible, back to the left-hander's backhand. This time finding that lethal sidewall nick.
Look at that, trademark Willstrop.
Well, that's extending the court on the two diagonals. Willstrop opening up on the favoured front left-hand corner and then anticipating the weak return from Barker, thundering it straight. Well, that's bread and butter for James Willstrop. The boast a bit too high. James Willstrop capitalising severely there. Well, it's that boast again that Willstrop's really struggling.
And out to all. Out.
Well, good squeeze. That was one of the longer rallies we've had in this match so far. There's a bit more of that kind of metronomic squash from Barker.
I think the man from Essex has got his tactics spot on. Really is driving hard, he's mixing the angles, he's going straight and then cross-court.
Well, look, that was like an alley game there. James Willstrop in the channel, hitting the ball and then anticipating another straight, going on the volley.
And out. 3-6.
There's the straight, here's the volley drop. Well, that's probably the fourth or fifth time. Certainly the third he's had an outright winner. Here's the racket head speed in the post. Willstrop not reading that at all. Well, there's another stroke from Willstrop, so Barker gives a fist pump.
Really does make it so obvious then where to hit the ball.
Well, that was one, and it worked for him, but Barker didn't necessarily not read it. Let's have a look at this one. This was the one fake.
Yeah, he even had time to hold.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I was just kind of my eyes were doing a 360 as we saw that on the replay there. Well, there's the hold. He had an absolute age of time up the front there, Barker. Waited and then
4-7.
put in the drop shot. There goes the boast.
Look at that drop shot from Willstrop.
Oh, this is brutal. Well, he's got it on the front wall somehow, Barker. Oh, look at that. There's the finish, the deadly finish. I mean, James Willstrop, he is nicknamed the marksman, but he has this lethal ability to be an assassin as well, and he showed it there.
How long did he make the court there?
So 6 game balls for Willstrop to go 2-1 up. And the unforced error,
Willstrop 11-4. Willstrop leads 2
Barker
games to 1.
slightly capitulates there under the tremendous pressure that was put upon him by Willstrop.
Well, it's another brilliant shot from James Willstrop. Onto it very quickly, saw the boast early, played a superb
box.
counter drop in, using all of his strings again.
It's all the subtle stuff, the investment that Willstrop puts into his opponents in the early stages with those holds and then lengths. Well, there's that acute angle. Hasn't played that much at all in this match, but
again, look at the movement going on. Look at how that's just energy sapping, isn't
And
it?
out. Down.
well, that is very costly for Peter Barker because it takes Willstrop that bit further on in this fourth
8-4.
game, but he really did misjudge it. And as you pointed out, that extra point would have served so well. There it is, Willstrop with the killer blow. You can see the relief in his eyes.
11-4.
A terrific performance by three-time, now four-time Canary Wharf Classic Squash champion. Well, James Willstrop overcomes the giant killer and England teammate Peter Barker. 11-8, 5-11, 11-4, 11-4, 3 games to 1.